And in the UK, four ambulances belonging to a Jewish community organization in North London were set ablaze overnight in a suspected anti-Semitic hate crime. An investigation is now underway. The ambulances belong to Hatzolah, a nonprofit volunteer organization that responds to medical emergencies. No injuries were reported. Well, France 24's Benedicte Paviot joins me now live from London for the very latest on this. Benedicte, what more can you tell us about the investigation into this attack?
Well, what is significant is that counter-terrorism police are now leading the investigation into this arson attack on these four ambulances belonging to a Jewish community charity in the north of London. But it is important to underline that police say it has not been declared a terrorist incident, quote, at this stage. Earlier, they said it was being treated as an anti-Semitic hate crime. Prime Minister Keir Starmer was quick to react. He said it was a horrific anti-Semitic attack and added, it's really important that we all stand together at a moment like this. The vehicles that we're seeing on screen were set on fire near a synagogue in the Golders Green area, causing cylinders inside to explode and break windows of neighboring buildings. Some buildings nearby were evacuated as a precautionary measure. So the London Fire Brigade sent 6 fire engines and 40 firefighters after they received calls at 1:45 a.m. The fire was brought under control at about 3 a.m. and no one, as far as we know, was injured. So Mr. Starmer wrote on X, "My thoughts are with the Jewish community who are waking up this morning to this horrific news. Anti-Semitism has no place in our society, and anyone with any information should go forward to come forward to the police." As for the Health Secretary, Wes Streeting, he announced that replacement ambulances are going to be sent to the Hatzolah charity and that the government will fund permanent replacements. The Metropolitan Police are now searching for 3 suspects seen on CCTV that were approaching the ambulances, and we think that they put accelerant in order to set them on fire. So this is causing huge concern, understandably, in the Jewish community. Golders Green, a very well-known Jewish community here in London.
Right, because I think it's important to remind everyone, Benedict, that attacks on the Jewish community have been on the rise in the UK ever since the Hamas attack on Israel in October 2023. What more can you tell us about this rise in anti-Semitic attacks there?
Yeah, they certainly have been on the rise. Last year, in a first, there was a deadly attack against when there was an attack perpetrated on a Jewish synagogue up in Manchester in the north of England. And you'll remember that 2 Jewish worshippers were killed during the Yom Kippur attack in that against that synagogue in Manchester. There's no doubt that the ongoing conflict in Iran has also fueled fears here that sleeper cells or proxies of the regime's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, could be planning terror attacks within Britain. And you'll remember that according to the British intelligence services, the security services foiled 20 Iranian-sponsored terror attacks here on UK soil, and that was just in the last 18 months or so. Also last week, 2 Iranians were charged with spying on the Jewish community for Tehran, following a counter-terror investigation into what is being called alleged surveillance of locations and individuals linked to the Jewish community in the London area. And then just 48 hours later, another serious incident up in Scotland, police there saying that a 34-year-old Iranian man and a 31-year-old Romanian woman had been charged after reports of 2 people trying to enter Farslane Naval Base. What is that? That's Britain's nuclear submarine base. It's most important. So this is really of concern here, but that call from the Prime Minister and other leaders to really unite, and of course the police engaging also, as well as politicians, with faith leaders, that fear of splitting the Jewish community from the Muslim community is very alive here in the UK.